your own work because someone you love keeps handing you reasons to doubt it. I almost lost me trying to love you right, trying to earn the bare minimum from a man who gave me his best to everyone but me. But I'm done begging, done breaking, done bending myself into shapes that make you feel whole. I'm not angry. I'm awake. And that's more dangerous than any revenge. I'm not here to argue, not here to scream, not here to make you feel what you made me feel. I'm here to tell you the truth to your face so I can finally stop carrying it. You hurt me. Not once, not with what you did, but with what you didn't. You didn't protect me, didn't choose me, didn't love me in the way I deserve to be loved. You made me question my worth so you could feel more secure in yours. You dimmed my light and called it balance. You broke me in pieces and blamed me for bleeding. But I see now, all of it, and I forgive you, not because you asked, not because you earned it, but because I refuse to let your damage live in my body 1 second longer. This isn't about you anymore. It's about me, my peace, my healing, my freedom. So hear me when I say this. I release you. I release the pain. I release the version of me that stayed too long hoping you change. I'm done. And I mean that with every quiet, unshaken breath in my chest. Because I gave you chances you didn't deserve, grace you would never earn, and love you mistook for weakness. But I reclaim every piece of me you tried to erase. And I embrace every flaw you made me feel shamed of. And I turned it into armor, into art, into me. I'm no longer your victim, no longer your mistake, no longer your anything. I didn't just survive you. I stripped you of your power. I turned your betrayal into my rebirth. And baby, that's my revenge.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Q. K.
K. Rashay.
Yeah, K. Rashay.
Do you want me to do another one?
Yes.
Which one, sis? Where she at?
The third one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm his wife, allegedly. I'm somebody's wife, y'all. But hold your applause, because the joke might be me. But listen, and y'all tell me. I wore his name like armor, like a shield against doubt, like a banner carried with pride, like truth never questioned, like prayer never doubted, like a song in my heart, like tattoo on skin, like a story I thought would never end. We built a life. Nah, that shit was a lie. This man met me at the altar, looked me dead in my eyes, spoke vows like scriptures, and made promises like law. Like his word was gospel, like his love was truth, like his devotion was to me. But his promises, them shits faltered. Like a bridge with no foundation, like a prayer with no faith, like a man with no loyalty. He gave me his hand, like it was mine to hold, like it was mine to keep, like it was mine at all, like I was his only, like I was his always, like I was his wife. I was his wife, allegedly. My love for him was bold until it wasn't, until the truth cracked open and spilled at my feet, ugly, unforgiving, laughing in my face. Then I realized whomever was his wife sure the hell wasn't me, because I was his secret, the woman in his shadow, a whisper in the dark. How long, you ask? How long had I been living a lie? How long had I been the woman he came home to but never belonged to? Maybe it was the moment he started giving this chick, that chick, his chick, and you, sir, you over there, your chick too. He was giving them what belonged to me. My love, my time, my body, my damn life, y'all. He handed it out like it was free samples at the mall, y'all. Suddenly, every kiss felt stolen, every touch tainted, every I love you false, every moment a lie, every breath of betrayal, every promise shattered, every memory ruined. I was a fool. I thought I was the mistress. I was the woman he loved in the dark, never in the light. But I was his wife, allegedly. Hey, sis, help me out. If I was his wife, tell me what I get. Does it mean I get to wait up at night, wonder where the hell he is? I get to wear his name while he whispers hers? I get to be the fool while she gets the truth? I get to drown while she gets to breathe? I get to ring, but she gets the love? I get to vow, but she gets the passion? I get the memory, but she gets the happy ever after? Somebody tell me, what do I get? I was his wife, allegedly. But as I look down in my hand, my bare empty hand, there's no ring, no proof, no promise, no trace, no weight on my finger, no mark on my skin. No sign he was here at all. Just empty hands, empty vows. Just me standing here, holding nothing. Was it a lie I let myself believe, or a dream I refused to wake up from? Because for 20 years, I was his wife, allegedly.
Okay, I have a question for the poets. Okay, who started writing after heartbreak? Who wrote the first poem after heartbreak? After some, okay, 1, 2. Who started writing after they fell in love? Who started writing the happy? Who wrote the happy and who wrote the sad? Who wrote the happy? You wrote the happy. You wrote the happy.
I'm somewhere in between.
You rap? Oh, you wrote the in between. You wrote the looking for. You wrote the looking for happy and sad.
Yeah, it's a little bit of transition.
He wrote the transitional piece like, hey, no, yes, no. Yeah. Okay, so welcome. I thank you so much. We're gonna call the next poet up. Y'all put your hands together for Leslie Lay. Step all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage. You got 2.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do a breakup poem, and then I'm going to do a political piece. Okay, so the breakup poem is called Never Say Goodbye. Never speak those words to me goodbye. Let me make this choice. Only one last request. Please, never speak those words. And I'll never question your reasons why, but just for one night, let us be as we were. Hold me close and make love to me like you're sure our tomorrow will be. Can we just imagine that goodbye is not only a few words away? In my mind, we will always be this way. Even when this night is finally done and we depart from here, never speak those words. I promise to never cry a single tear, because I knew tonight was our final dear. Never speak those words goodbye. Hold me. Let me believe the lie. And I'll leave here, and I'll never say what happened or what we should have done or what should have been. I won't rehash all of the arguments. I'll just remember tonight. And I'll just whisper the words, I love you, and then we will part. But please, just for tonight, never say goodbye. Thank you. This next piece is called America with 3 Ks. Welcome to America, spelled with 3 Ks and no C, where Black bodies hang from tree to shining tree, where in this country ice never brings the chill, only the heat. Snatching Spanish-speaking brown bodies right off the street, taking babies from migrant mothers' arms. And we have the pleasure to live in a country where Black mothers die under the care of doctors that give an oath to do no harm. Welcome to America, spelled with 3 Ks and no C. I have to tell you, I've spent too much time looking for Black faces in these hot spaces, that all I encounter is folks that want to revoke my woke consciousness. Place me back into confining spaces, no traces left of my accomplishments. The hypocrisy of this so-called democracy makes me question if there is space for me. Spectator to The history, often repeated, is never done in secret. It's paraded before us, dressed up and singled out. Victims turned into villains like a Disney story retelling. I look around at where the past was happy to cast me domestically. Scarves wrapped around crowns, aprons buoyed to hips, black hands once prepared food that had to be brought out at the back door. While labor was taken for free, the moment freedom and compensation entered the conversation, now a people with 400 years of free labor are called lazy. The hypocrisy makes me crazy. Words like DEI hire is conversation on news wires. When describing success from those striving to reach the American dream, when we get there, they just move the finish line. Tell you it wasn't you earning half the pay with twice the experience and the education. We all know that's the Black job pay scale. We still show up. We still work so hard till our vision gets hazy. The same world be telling us that Black women are lazy, but at the same time, we are the most educated, the ones most duplicated, the very one that can't be replicated. We have worked hard to make this world comfortable while sleeping on a bed of nails made just for me. Our job is not to be your collateral damage. Allow us to live in the world that was built upon our backs. We are the foundation. Do not allow this situation to ever determine your station in this life. So Black queens, hold your head high. Black kings, hold your queens high. Because this situation too shall pass. Thank you.
Y'all keep your hands together for Leslie. Okay, so check it out. I passed out these cards, right? So I'm gonna read a question before I bring the next poet to the stage. Question is, how do I condense all of my knowledge into a metaphorical, poetic way? See, I need to know what all your knowledge is to answer this question, but I'll tell you the quick version is just like the poem she wrote about America. So what are you writing? What did you research? How much information do you have? So, for example, I'm working on a poem called Volcanoes. But the idea I came up with I was, when volcanoes spew all this black dust, I was wondering, is the earth's belly full of Black people? So it's rumbling, so it can't spin on the axis properly with all these Black bodies inside. So what if the black dust isn't ash? What is that? Black bones from picnics? So I got to research all these volcanoes to see when was the biggest eruption, when were they, how far apart were they, does the earth usually get stomach aches? So now I got all this research. So now I'm putting together the idea. I have the formidable idea that I want. I want to know how, why volcanoes is spewing Black people. So how many Black people have America buried? Well, these bodies. So, that's one way to use the information. You say, okay, what is my story? What story am I telling? I'm gonna tell the factual information on why scientists say volcanoes erupt. But I'm gonna tell you exactly why I believe they mistaken what the eruption was for ash and lava for Black bodies. So, that's the answer to this. Okay, so y'all put your hands together for MK. Oh, wait, hold on, MK. Okay, I met this poet in Dallas, and I'm saying, when I heard it, I was like, damn. We say damn to yourself, but it's out loud. And people looking at you say, oh, did that come out? Y'all heard that? That's what she did. When she spit, I was like, damn, and everybody looking, I'm like, oh, y'all heard me? So y'all put your hands together for MK.
Hey guys, I got a new piece. I started writing.
Let's go.
I haven't finished it, but I want y'all to be the first to hear it. It's called The Spelling Bee. Last summer, I won a spelling bee. Now, I'm no Akila, but if it weren't for the bee, my AK-loaded vernacular would have never made it to the DPC. You see, last summer, I won a spelling bee. Now, I wasn't up there putting letters in the correct order for this weak-ass language. I was casting words that made people stay the hell away from me. You see, this spelling bee was different. I only stumped on one word. It starts with an S and ends with an R, and to this day, I still can't spell that word right. It was unfamiliar diction, so I asked for definition, knowing its intention that truly determines the weight. It was just a 4-letter word, but my pen is so protected it can't even spell in fear. So last summer, when I won that spelling bee, the way I spelled these affirmations that transform into incantations, my tongue became my greatest weapon. While they was lining up letters in a single file line, I was mastering the art of encoding, embedding my energy and vibration into sound that very well could have hypnotized my way into winning. But it's not the letters that matter. It's the letter alchemy. These are individual symbols of transformation, and I still get stuck on the word Wednesday sometimes. But through my form of spelling, I can make Wednesday your favorite day of the week. Because last summer, I won a spelling bee. I won the art of wordcraft, you know, like witchcraft, but for niggas like me who weave through reality with words, I call that shit sound sequencing. Constantly spelling as a conscious arrangement of sacred sounds. It don't even matter which order I put these letters in, because this is my form of magic. Poem fact. Every time I see new faces, more than 5, I gotta remind people about the God in them. So this is my favorite piece. Achoo. God bless you. 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 Now, I feel bad for you guys with allergies because you constantly got someone in your ear trying to minimize you. Constantly being wounded by the way the 3 words they told us was healing. But when you sneeze, they don't say God blesses you. They say God bless you. So when you're asked about God, why do you look anywhere outside of you if it is you? If you are the God they are trying to say be less of, then it should only leave you questioning the powers you truly hold. The ones that don't involve language. The ones that don't involve amuse. Just the ones involving love and changes. The ones that leave a crowd amused. Because it's the energy releasing the lower parts of enemy, triggered by the pollinated perspectives trying to enter me, but I don't blame them. Look at me. I'm a God who knows she's a God, surrounded by gods who are still trying to figure out if they even believe in God. Ain't that something? These worldly words got us forgetting. The word blasphemy can have a nigga feeling like they tripping. The word of God must require non-melanated chipping. Need a vessel for their 50 words to fit in. You pocket picking, I'm thrifting. I'm anointed and I'm gifted. But on 4 foes, I'm tipping. So no, you cannot get in, get in, get in. No, your words can't get in, achoo. So remember, God, the next time you sneeze, be more you. Oh, appreciate that.
He cut me. He said he cut me like, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? Yeah, y'all all right? Y'all give all the ports so far a round of applause, man. And give yourselves a round of applause for coming out, because I know how hard it is to come out on a Tuesday. But I'm telling you, man, the dock is such a magnificent place to be. Anytime they open the doors, anytime they have something going on. So definitely follow the dock on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Facebook they have the page, they have everything that they have going on at the dock, and just show up. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody, and all y'all come and support the dock, because we have to support our Black businesses. Because if you didn't notice, I think Wig is dyslexic, right? Because I was telling this story. This is the story. This is where I think Wig is dyslexic, because on my show, I have a show every morning on Instagram. So I was talking about Tulsa before Tulsa happened. You know, if you don't know Tulsa, that was over 10,000. That was probably 11,000 people living in Tulsa. when they say they bombed it, you thinking like on Western days, it looked like one street. And no, Tulsa was 40 blocks. It was real town. So for people to circle it and bomb it and burn it out of existence, you got to know that this was a plan. So I could imagine some white man running down the middle of the street with this note saying, "Black folks must die." But he was dyslexic. So he yelling, "Black folks must DEI, DEI, black." So anyway, it's not the first time they said DEI. I just want y'all to know that. Okay, y'all put y'all hands together for Brianna.
Hi. My name is Brianna. First time here, came with a friend.
All right, thank you for coming.
I'm gonna be reading "If We Must Die" by Claude McKay. I think out of every poem I've read, it's the one that stuck with me the most. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men will face the murderous cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do, but it ain't no better wrong. Judgment comes for you, and judgment comes for you. What you gonna do, but it ain't no better hide. Judgment comes for you, 'cause it's gonna come for you. And I'm gonna miss everybody. I don't know, I can't look at my bag. They to be for peace. I never got to be. I'm gonna picture the seats with their please.
Okay, I asked everybody the question. I said, okay, did you start writing after heartbreak or after happy? Because, every relationship is that forever kind of love in the beginning. So if you wrote about the beginning, it would still sound like forever. But if you wrote about the end, it would always sound like never. So which way did you choose anyway? I have a love poem for you, if you don't mind. Every doctor tells me, no need to worry, it's not a problem, but my heart beats double time like it's beating for two. Heaven universal in sync with the cosmic rotation of galaxies, Earth and Sun, Jupiter and Moon. They tell me it's a blessing. But can't figure out how you live inside my being, so I carry you like my thoughts with me at all times, where you smile like kisses on the side of my face. Infuse your sound with mine, so every word spoken is in complete harmony, like our favorite love song. I adore you. I adore you like God loves flowers, each and every one distinctive in color and aromatic in flavor. See, you smell like heaven to me. Causing each lung to act like it doesn't need the other just to be the first to hold you. I'm in love with the taste, just speaking names on the tip of my tongue. I would share my breath and life with you, like we carved our names on the trunks of old trees in the age of our innocence. Check my schedule. For the next 50 years, I'm open, except for the daily appointments with you. Demanded time to stop hating, making seconds last long they're meant to is not fair. Using every tick and tock of the clock just to see if you stop and look its way. See, you make me want to dig ditches. Gather enough earth so together we can build our own planet. Never take you for granted. Share your smile with the world's population is out of the question. And for the next one, all of our children bear your name, boys and girls the same for beauty. Beauty knows no gender, for God wrote your mother a letter to ask if she would please return you to sender. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, losing my nerves to say what I meant the first 1,000 times I saw you, willing to hold your hand as proof to the world we're connected, but it's expected. Though short-sighted will see I'm excited to be in your presence. Call it reverence or mystical rhythms. I'm the only drummer whose heartbeat your feet find the melodies to dance to. Magical moments mystifying those who think their mentals are above average. I think it's savage, believing intellect the only incision to open the impossible. I've cut fades with less than my best, but you, I give more than my all. See, I'm tired. I'm tired of arguing with mirrors. How can I just engulf your being and hold it there suspended in motion? Time and space is not a big enough place for the two of you, mystically captured between glass and silver lining. Why can't I do it? Maybe it's in the timings I've tried and I failed. Removed my eyes. When replaced with you, but you're the wrong side. See, fate is the trickster. Tried to fool me into believing there's someone out there as beautiful as you. When I've seen eagles stop in mid-flight like hummingbirds. Gaze into your eyes and have to ask if I be worthy of loving you. Stop screaming back to these. Look, this is what I do. I would part the oceans like Moses. Mystically hypnotize the elements so they would obey your every command. The water would be willing to hold you where you stand. I dissected the air. Only want to use those elements that caress you like fingers. See, mine were too busy. They refused to obey my request to release you. My arms are crying, want to hold you for as long as they could because that's what they're used to. But every doctor keeps telling me my heart beats irregular like it's beating for two. Could be mystical rhythms, but I'm too afraid to tell the truth. For all my body functions are the way they are because of you. Y'all put your hands together for Michaela. Let's go. Let's go. Step to the stage,
Ooh, boy, I love you so.
Hello, I'm the friend that brought Brianna. And we both just survived TCU and graduated, so I'll shout out her.
All right.
She's one of the reasons why I made it through. But thank you. This poem, I literally made it while I was here because she kept yapping. No, I was the one that was yapping. But we kept yapping, so it might sound a little bit random. You got McDonald's and pigs in there, the Claude McKay poem. Bear with me. And then I have a poem that I did actually take the time to write and research. I researched some things for it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the finalized version of it.
Okay.
Yet, I don't know what happened to it. So bear with me. It'll be fine. Well, I graduated now, so it don't matter. All right. This first one is Hogs and Horses. You can see where the inspiration came from. Hogs and horses, McDonald's meat, plastic cheapness over authentic nourishment. Yet it's all I can get. Who can blame me for my diet when the price for health is my limb? Take a piece of me just for me to breathe, because apparently this health system is chronic, even to the rich. Pause. Let's have a heart-to-heart. Our rhythm can match others if we listen close enough. Listen, hear, digest, regurgitate validation, and then speak up. But when ish goes down, who's really standing? What is a relationship with necessary networks tying a noose around your neck, leaked into a system that thrives on hidden loneliness? Are we friends? Or are you using me? Need money to survive, but can't survive without a herd. But humans are not horses, so hop off of me. Don't bet on the statistic of my failure, making profit on my loss, giving me the choice of die or die, play the game or lose to it. It's fair, right? Democracy. Yeah, we're supposed to be a team, but I stand independently. Don't get too close to me or else I pull you off the edge too. Hogs ain't asked to be ground up, and I didn't ask to be born into the daily grind, a debt's unpaid since that Columbus man's time. I bet you Sir Orange will ban horses soon as he hear they immigrants too, brought to a new world unwillingly, but immediately put to work. What you gonna do to defend your Western when you find out it's more international than nationalist? More shared than unique, more human than American. Hear that word again, American. What's your first thought? Is it brown or white? I bet you corrected me in your head too. Not brown, but black. Well, I got a correction too. Not white, but pink. Either way, if you ask me, we all brown amnesiacs. Colorblinded by the variety of hues, and I don't need to know color theory to know that truth. Yet it's tiring to think about it all. even more so to do. But don't get hogtied by the pressure of what was never supposed to be a horse race in the first place. It only makes sense because Brianna looked at it before I came up here. You are both. She doubts herself. We'll get her up there. All right, so this next one is contract. And it still got my notes from before I edited it. So if I pause, that's why. Because I'm trying to figure it out too. Contract. Who you patrol, you control. The fine print hidden in the written and unwritten terms, the racial contract, unofficially re-signed and dated 1619. The start of your freedom and the end of mine. But only you can define freedom, right? Break it down. SDS. Savage. Let me wash your black skin away. You negated your humanity a while ago. Victim, let me teach, I beseech you to turn from your unnatural ways to mine to be saved. Savior, you can call me. Just write SOS in that sand and I'll send a ship, take you away to a better land. I promise for you and me. Pause. What's a SOS when the boat floats on the same waters you drowned me in? Let me translate to compensate this language foreign to everyone. Here, you is not one but many. Plurally, I pronounce it's you, brother, who forgets the fractal of family, claiming unity but speaking uniformity, neglect diversity like an insult. It's you, mother, losing balance out of time, pressed by reminders of your own oppression, depressing your ability to help mine. It's you, watching me, looking but not seeing, trying to do but cannot be. In shared existence, we have our own stories, yet you wait for ours to converge to care. With your interest and reputation on the line, the fight is only worth it if you were already fighting, right? Yet there's no problem enlisting me. And in another breath, you qualify me by interning me in bars. Basic dignity erased, my rights negated by my actions. You say my blood deserves to be spilled, might as well use it. Again, my blood spilled for your liberty. Yeah, no more chains in sight, shackles off my feet so I can praise, but praise who? Not you. For the freedom that should have never been negated in the first place. If you ask me, you're still patrolling. Different uniforms, same watchtower, trying to make me cower behind still bars. Took the family and had me believing I was next. But not anymore. You cannot define free for me. And know this, that racial contract is acknowledged and void in a new reality I create. And I'm not waiting to ask you, what would it be? Continuing a world of this or that, forgetting the in-between of the layered hierarchies, essentialized to egalitarian boxes. So since spirits is anything but boxed in, let's move from I to we, from them to us. And together rewrite that contract and call it abolition. The decision to break the binary of slave and free, officially signed and dated today. If there ain't nobody to patrol, then who's in control?
In fact, it's a crime. It's a crime. Get justice! Get justice! Get justice! Get justice! Get justice! Keep it with your girls for the fortune teller, cause the wickedness comes like that. Where everybody in the body is scared, so I'm in the room, smacked in the back for the other man to make.
Do you think poetry, spoken word, will stand the test of time? It has and will. How can we improve upon this art? This is how we improve on the art. Let's come together and listen to one another. And not just that, I saw at least 4 of my friends with books right when you walk in the door. See, and not on, if you buy anybody's book, whether it's poetry or not, read the book. Go to goodreads.com or go to wherever you need to go to. Leave a 5-star review on the book, because if you don't know how hard it is to write something down, put it on the page, bind it, pay for it, then find somewhere to carry it, that's a whole lot of work. So if that's not worth 5 stars, I don't know what kind of job you're doing. So read the book, click 5 stars on Goodreads, and write at least a 2-line review. Because my goal this year is to get every author I know at least 500 5-star reviews on their books. And it should be easy. I'm saying right now, I'm at what, 105,000 followers on Instagram. So I should at least have 500 people willing to go to Goodreads and leave a review on somebody's book. You know what I'm saying? Should be easy. Should be easy. It shouldn't even be a question. Anyway, what's up? I saw you sneaking here. You can't sneak in here like that. Sneak in here, act like you've been here, nod your head like, I've been here. You ain't been here. You late. So, okay, so y'all put your hands together. Put your hands together for Trey. You need a fan? You need a fan? You don't need no fan?
See, as a kid, I was a bad little boy. Always embarrassed my mother and my father. By then, by the time my clip got moved from green to yellow and sometimes red. How many times my parents had to convince my teachers at a conference that I wasn't always talkative. I was just insightful, inquisitive, just inquiring about today's lesson plans, just to go home and train my tongue to have a more conscientious, be quiet and listen reflex. When I sat in the back of Miss Collins' class in deep conversation with Ashley about how the title of her twin was labeled as sin, like I didn't know the definition of sincere, of grace, of mercy, of dry bones that once lived here. I'll give it a little time and trust God's lesson plans. Miss Collins told me, come here, confused. I asked, how did you hear? She said, your voice carries weight. And someone is always listening. I need you, my son, to pay attention. Pay attention to the lesson plans. Then maybe you can see how God gave you responsibility over the very thing he calls a whisper. How your voice carries enough weight to turn a classroom into a comedy show in a matter of 1, 2, 3 days. I meant seconds. My mistake. You see, these crowds are my fans reaching for my hymn, but how holy is my song? I told her I'm sorry. My sarcastic humor is all I brought from home that day. I'll get to working on it. You see, it took me back to recess when I paid the price for not paying attention, watching the other kids play, because I had removed the clip from my tongue, praying that there would be no casualties to suffer that day. Because when I made it home, there would be hell to pay. Y'all, my mama don't play. If only I had paid attention. If only I had chosen more carefully. If only we had chosen more carefully. Like when the head of Dominion reached for leaves in a game of hide and seek after eating from that tree, if only he chose more carefully. Not on the choices of how to cloak his sin, but on the words he stood on as a man when cuddling with his rib with each rebuttal that she said. I wonder how many times it rung in his head. The words of no man, knowledge of good and evil, life and death. Or had it just become white noise? You know, like a hiss from the serpent's lips, God's sentences somehow subdued in the syllables. Those same sentences, when chosen more carefully, they carried the weight of the silence my Father speaks. A double-edged sword that pierces my skin and carves my nephews into men. Because the sooner you understand that you preach the gospel by the steps you take, not by the words you articulate, and sometimes the echoes of those steps come back to haunt you. That's the moment you realize that someone is always paying attention. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Can I do one more? Is that cool? Hey guys, my name is Trelius. If y'all enjoy anything, y'all here, y'all can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. It's simple. It's just Trey, Trey, lie, Lie, us, US, right? Because all I do is lie to y'all. So I seen you at a coffee shop as I scrolled through Instagram. And it's funny because we had discussed lattes and cappuccinos and hallways filled with adolescent screams. That's when you drew my curiosity. Peculiar in the way you, just being you, still and silent, but yet the aroma of your loitering presence pressed persistently beyond the walls, past the principal's office and into the halls. Now you're here, right here, next to me. I asked, was there a time and a place we could meet? You shrugged your shoulders and said, possibly. Now my mind progresses, pondering the mystery of everything you're made up to be as I tap next on my screen. And in the passing seconds, I give the thought a chance, like why not stop by and say hi? I walk in and then a hint, I get a whiff like a scratch and sniff of all those pics on your feed. But in truth, this place is so quaint and quintessential, leaving me to question, is this a part of your daily commute or just something that was close to you? An anomaly, simply put, amongst eclectic complexities, not just a caramel macchiato basic. No, you're more of an iced white chocolate mocha, and the way you send a chill down my spine. Your sweet brown skin is grounded ever so fine, and I can't wait to taste it. I notice how you perch between daydreams and that window seat while those stacks of papers have you hell-bound to the gravity of reality. Such a sad sight to see, you grading papers amongst the scent of espresso beans. So I place my order, I grab my phone, I walk past you real slow. Sorry, Kinfo, what did you say? And in the passing seconds, the miracles of our lives predestined. Excuse me, God, will you take this one suggestion? Because I'm as smooth as Jamba Juice in the food court section. I mean, what are the chances this be our latest interaction? Oh, wow. Hey, what are you doing here? We awkwardly hug with a blissful laugh as I extend a helping hand. I'm taking key notes as you tell me about your class. Yeah, Robbie, he sounds like a good kid. But now the seconds have turned and the hours passed, and now I find myself here grading papers to the scent of espresso beans. And this means everything. I notice how you shift in your seat. Your nails are so neat. The cord in your smile that complements the dimples on your cheek. Now I done gave little Robbie a C when really he was supposed to be getting a B. Sorry, it's just hard to focus with you next to me. As the sound of blenders camouflages with my heart beating so rapidly, like alarm bells that ring in school hallways. It's a shock when they call my name. Terrified, I leap out my seat. I really can't explain this that you're doing to me. But I'm in love with the seconds that have caused a slight inconvenience because, honestly, I had somewhere else to be, but I had to put a pause on destiny because tomorrow, what's a heartbeat if the moments between don't have you holding on to the thought of me? Life will be just another buried espresso bean, so much flavor planted, but never rooted in the richness of soil, a long-lasting foundation, and I can't have that for me, and I wouldn't want you to experience the same thing, so I take a seat, I pull you close to me, I proposition we grab something to eat, maybe after everything is complete, and you offer to reschedule till next week. In a fluster, you grab your keys, they dance like butterflies in spring. I open your door as your car looks so clean and smells just like mocha beans. I kiss your lips as our souls meet. My mind is in disbelief because this is more than I ever thought it would be. I close my eyes as I breathe, and I thank God for IG. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
Did I introduce y'all to 720X? Okay, this is 720X. DJ extraordinary. So give him something. You got something for him?
Yeah, I got something for you. So I created a new genre of music. It's called galactic music. And I'm gonna play a track for y'all, but what's different about the album that's coming out is all of the songs are gonna be just instrumentals. We're gonna flip it. So if you hear the remixes, that's the ones gonna have the words on it. So we're gonna change it up. The whole idea is to have some positive music that I can communicate that without having the words. So let's see what we do.
Oh no, I'm not finna rap, right? I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, he grabbed him right and he's gonna get into it, right? But it's all original, right? By the way, this is the official theme song for the Dark Bookshop. Diamond has adopted this song, so y'all will see some videos coming out with this music. So this is the new official Dark Bookshop soundtrack right here, right? I know you're shaking your head like, man, it's alive right here, yeah. And the thing is, it's not regurgitated, right? Nothing is sampled, everything's coming directly from me. A lot of this music that we heard before have a lot of rituals and stuff that they put on them. What is the ritual-free music, right? All right. So, I'm supposed to have an album out this coming week here. As y'all know, I have some stuff on the family, so thank y'all for being patient. I'm getting texts all throughout the week, man. When is the album dropping? When is the album dropping? So it will be out very soon. It's got 14 tracks on it. I got about 300, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spread peace and positive. And if you're trying to mix some words to this that gonna be negative, I made it so it's gonna hurt your brain if you try to write negative stuff to it. So that's what I did. So peace.
It'll hurt your brain if you try to write something negative to it. So how y'all feeling? That's 720X. This is our DJ. He got some new stuff coming out. I wanted him to present it to y'all first and foremost, so that way when you come back, you can say, "Hey man, what EP at?" So y'all put your hands together for Naima. What's up?
So I can just start?
Yeah, you just start.
Okay. Think you're a god, but there's nothing about you I can praise. Because it was only days after we broke up that you were swapping spit with the first chick you thought would face. But no one can face a true queen, who doesn't live in between the schemes like you do. You're the worst of the worst. I'm embarrassed to say I even knew you. And my heart burst of happiness because I'm leaving you where the trash is. I'm sweeping out the ashes and forgetting every fake tear that ran below your lashes. Because you ain't shit. I'm leaving you where the trash is. I'm basking in the spotlight because I know I'm the main attraction. You're just what has been or what might happen. But we will never happen because I can tell you're fundamentally challenged. And I need a man who can stand with balance. And with you, that's just not going to happen. So I'm going to walk away and forget this ever happened. And give myself a new challenge. To find something that can give my life balance, passion, value, respect. Someone that can keep my life in check. Someone who knows honesty, modesty, how to fit the policy. What it's like to be in you and what it's like to be smooth. That's just not you, so bye, boo.
Just don't let them see. Love don't live here anymore.
Got me feeling bad. Thank you. Y'all put your hands together again for Naima. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so what what do y'all think so far? Everybody, you gonna come back? You gonna come back?
Oh
Yeah. Y'all coming back? They're gonna bring a friend and tell a friend. And you're gonna bring some words next time. You're not gonna act like you don't write.
Yeah, I got you.
No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that with your chest. You didn't say that like you meant it. Yeah, I got you. Let me just get out of here. So,
I got you. Next time I got you.
okay, so let me ask a couple. I have a friend of mine that's here, right? We've been friends for a minute. We've been friends on Facebook, on beginning of Facebook. We've been friends for a long time. She is such a dope artist, but I'm gonna ask a couple of questions before I call up her. Okay, somebody said, I have writer's block. What are ways do you overcome this concern? Well, first of all, you overcome it because there's no such thing. And the reason I say there's no such thing as writer's block is usually called writer's stop. Because what happens, we reach a point that we don't want to discuss what we're going, we don't want to discuss this now, we want to go to next. And you know, you can't, you have to write now in order to write later. So you can't just skip over these trials and these problems that you see like, I'm gonna leave this here and go. No, your mind, your life, your heart is not gonna let you. So there's no such thing as writer's block. Write it out. You don't have to read it to anybody, you ain't gotta share it. You just need to write it out of you. Because a lot of times, like all these love poems, these hurt poems, if you think about that person, you go, oh, he on page 72. I don't know where she is. I think she's on page 39. She started early in the book, so she's been gone for a minute. You know, so the love that we had is always written on a page that it's already printed. It's over. So the other question, Miss Jolie, how you doing? Okay. And Miss Jolie, that's my dog, man. We've been hanging for a minute. Functionally, what should be included in an initial poetry chapbook? How many poems and illustrations? See, a chapbook is called a chapbook because it's a chapter book. So a chapbook is one chapter. So whatever you consider one chapter, maybe 25 to 50 poems, maybe 25 to 30 poems. But see, now people are publishing 50 poems, calling it a whole book. And my latest book is 724 pages, so I might be talking, might be wrong but a chapbook is a chapter book. That's why it's called a chapbook. And whatever illustrations you have, you can, let's say you have 45 to 50 pages would be a great introduction of your first entry into the publishing world, because basically you want people to say, look, this is what I do. This is what I'm working on. Now, do you see me? That's what a chapbook is. So yes, there's another question. It says, no questions. I just think what you're doing here is great. Okay. That is, I like that. That is awesome. You're at 720? Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure 720 here. Okay, they wrote this in cursive. I was just talking about this today. I was talking about how they stopped teaching cursive in school because they didn't want the next generation to know what's behind the glass in the museums or at the Vatican, because all that's written in cursive. See, they hiding stuff from me. That's what I want you. Anyway, how do we prepare ourselves as a people for what's to come from the government? The thing is I talk about voting every day, and I hear so many people saying voting don't matter. But do you know that the Senate just voted on this bill? So that's voting, but they voted 50-50. So the VP is the head of the Senate. So the VP came and cast the 51st vote. But if you don't know how they can vote for majority, usually it's 2/3 majority in the House and Senate. So they had to write this as a different type of bill so a simple majority would win. So if we're not paying attention to what's going on and we don't see who's filibustering, we don't see who's doing what, we need to pay attention. So my thing is, you don't have to write it down, but there's this page called ballotpedia.org, BALLOT, like a ballot, pedia like encyclopedia.org. If you go there, put in your street address, your email address, and your state, they will send you everything going on in the ballot in your community, in your state, every Senate bill, every House bill, everybody that's running, who's the incumbent, who's running against them, because we need to be informed. So the way we combat what's going on now is to be an informed people. Because if we don't know what's going on, we're just looking around thinking that, ICE is picking up these people. They're not, going against their 4th and 5th Amendment. So we need to know what's being broken in order to say what the rule is. And that's it. So my good friend, Miss Jolie, how you doing? Okay, why are you late?
What happened was.
Okay, no, that's right. That beginning is just too long a tale to tell here. Y'all put your hands together for Miss Jolie.
Okay, I got two quick ones for y'all. That's my baby right there. Hey, baby. I gotta embarrass her. You know what I'm saying? You did wonderful, honey. All right. My bars be like confinement. I be dragging. I got this fire shut up in my bones. I bargain my way to freedom, so these bars be barbaric, unorthodox. I would defecate on your name on a stage you call home. Bombard my way through your safe space, making it my own. My bars be barber passing out face niggas who want to try me. My tongue be Beretta with firepower hot enough to melt your ego. Check my stilo, my bars be your bedroom shero. My bars be hard because my tongue is wrapped in barbed wire, deadly pen for hire. I be ghost rider, freedom fighter, justice indicter, which is an indication of my greatness. One day when I pass away, my bars will be here to stay. Check the barometer, I'm pressure. In any atmosphere, I step in, call me pressure cooker. I'm not a diamond, but I'm known for making them. I'm pressure both with and without the extra, but I'm extra. So be extra with me as we embark upon this journey. I study and rework these bars. I guess you can say I'm bartending. These bars are never ending. I got them from Neverland. I stay cooking in the lab. You can call me Pan. I got that barbecue because these bars are finger licking good. My bars be reckless, like no hands on the handlebars, no falling, but did you catch it? My bars will have you falling in love with no safety net. Did you get it yet? My bars be above your tax bracket. Writing a check that my butt can cash. My bars won't give you bubblegum rappers a pass. I can go bar for bar, put me up against your illest and watch them bear witness. My bars stand on business. My bars wake you up. You can call me a barista. Call me Usher because I got a confession. These teachings will be spit in rapid succession. You sleep with dogs, you will wake up with fleas. To all who want to sleep on me, I won't let these sleeping dogs lie. They can't lie next to me. Put this in your backpack because you didn't learn your lesson. All dogs don't go to heaven. Classes in session. Okay. Now you gotta talk that stuff every once in a while. Right. All right. I heard a poem and it inspired me. You know, I don't know, I'll be on YouTube, you know, just scrolling and listening to other people's work, and it inspires me. So this one inspired me to write this piece. Baby, close your ears. I am the artist that fell in love with your brokenness. Put you back together so that we can make art. You always had potential, but you were limited. You call me an expressionist, not remembering that you came to me broken. I couldn't make you as whole as you were, so I repurposed your broken pieces. Distorted your likeness so that no one who ever tried to harm you could recognize you and come back around to try to finish the job. Instead, I put you on display so that they can see that you are not someone to be discarded, to show that broken crayons can still color, to let God and the world marvel at your beauty. Let them use their imagination and lean to their own understanding and use their own interpretation. You complain that you never saw me bright. You told the world of my blood hues and my blues of my past lovers, forgetting that I took all that I had to paint you a hue of royalty. Sometimes when someone is made new, they forget their origins. You confused me saying I used your bed for an easel, but you were mistaken. You were just easy. You forgot that the bed was the only piece of furniture in your place, so where else was I supposed to sit but your face? As we went through every shade of gray. You said I let loose my demons. I say I was on demon time. But how can you speak down on my demons when you are still entertaining them? You talk of how you came to visit and there was another color on the floor. So you accuse me of creating art with another. Although you were money hungry and you were sold to the highest bidder, I knew I couldn't hold on to you forever. I asked you, how many great artists only have one piece of art? You didn't appreciate my passion or my effort, so I relieved you of every shade of red and magenta until I left you like many of my exes with the blues. Thank you.
Hey, thank y'all for coming and definitely come back. I appreciated your art. Thank you so much. Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question? I'll leave anybody off the list. No. Anybody have a question? I do have one question left. But okay, this is the Doc Bookshop. It's Tuesday, every Tuesday night they're here. 7:30 show starts. Between 7:30 and 8. You know, we DJ 720X is always the man on the ones and twos. So yeah. And man, I'm gonna tell you, I like y'all work. I like y'all double time over there. And Connie Cullen is my dog from the Harlem Renaissance. Yeah. I like it. So and the thing is, I want us to know art. I want us to know the people that created art. I want us to know more about poetry than just the circle that we run in. You got to read some other people. You got to know that on that first wall when you walk in the door, there are some poetry books by Black Noise, by Sin, by a whole lot of people in our community that we know of. So where else can you go and get a book from somebody that you might see at one of these open mics? That is fire to me. But I want you to know that love is in this art. We are the community. Somebody asked me, how do we do better? I think that's one of the questions on this. It says, what is missing from the poetry community today? I think community is missing from the poetry community. Because we have a lot of clicks, but see, clicks only make sounds. So the poetry community that we have around us, we have to be better. You can ask Donna. Donna's had a whole lot of people come in and host, a whole lot of people come. And it's amazing. It's amazing that we have a lot of artists, but see, art don't make you great. We make each other great by listening to the art. So we have all these people think, I'm the best poet, I'm the best. No. We're all growing in this pen ability. See, I always ask people, I say, what's your pen relationship like? You know, what's your pen relationship? You know, y'all been talking lately? Y'all hanging out? Trey, what's your pen relationship like? Okay, then there's another question here. It says, what is your greatest accomplishment? I think my greatest accomplishment is having the love of my life with me right now, and knowing that sometimes being an artist is hard because people will fall in love with you for what you write and fall out of love with you because of the time it takes for you to write. So it's like, how long you been sitting there writing that? How long you been working on this track? How long you know what time it is? How long you gonna be there? You've been there for. You say, I wish motivation would come over here and sit beside me and type this shit for me, but it don't work that way. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I've never been excited about writing as I am right now. I'm writing the best I've ever written in my entire life. And maybe it's because me and Wig, I tell y'all Wig, Wig, my friend in the Oval. That's my dog, man. Wig, because I have never seen anybody this out of balance, be in control of anything. Let me say, I'm trying to be nice. Okay, what is a common misconception about me? Damn, that's interesting. I don't know. People say I don't smile enough, but I think I smile all the time. So I hope I'm easy to approach. So what? No, what? I didn't hear it. What was that? I've been cheesing. Okay. So that's good. I don't know. Misconception about me is, I don't know. I have to ask somebody else that. What is the legacy do you wish to leave? I talk about this every day. To leave a legacy is, what have you done while you were here? What did you write? What did you do? What did you build? Who did you help? What did you sow? What did you grow? How many trees did you plant? So my legacy is that I try and write every thought, everything I do. I try and help everybody that I know to be better at this art. And I hope they see me trying to be better. So That's the way we get better, is that if I see you getting better and I'm getting better, we're going to be the best. We're going to be the dopest people out there. We're just working on this art. So to me, that's how you leave a legacy, is to write it down, publish it. Baby, you got something you want to say? No, you don't want to say it. You just want to shake your head right there? Okay. Danya. Oh, so now y'all just calling each other. Donna, I want you to come up and tell them what's coming soon, what's happening. This is July 4th is this week. It's Friday, so I know y'all got something going on at the dock to invite some people to come to. But my name is AJ Houston. I'm AJ Word Artist on Instagram. You can follow me. I have a show every day, every morning at 7:07 Pacific, which is 9:07 Central. Today was episode 1,294 in a row. So I haven't missed a day in 1,294 days, and we just started, so we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Make sure you stop by and grab one of our calendars. We got several things happening here at the Dock Bookshop. We're kicking off our Summer's Lit summer reading. So there's a lot of things going on. If you have, young ones, we got a Sankofa Summer Camp coming up next week. We got Family Lit Nights. If you like drumming, we got our drum circles. We got our summer book jam. We got Omar Tyree coming. He's a urban lit author that'll be here. And we also got comedian Howard Moore. I never heard of him. Have you heard of Howard Moore?
I've heard of him, but I don't.
Okay, but he's coming anyway. And so just a lot of things are happening. So definitely get a calendar and make sure we get your information. Okay? Thank you.
And before you leave, I want everybody to talk to everybody. I want you to share your information so you can follow each other. So when you follow each other, then we're building a better community. But see, if you follow somebody, show up. Because I had a friend call me the other day. He messaged me. He said, "Did somebody hack your page?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "Because you just click like on a bunch of my posts." I said, "I've been missing for a minute." So I had to go catch up. So I was going listen to his video. He's a poet out of Canada. I was looking at his posts and I was checking them. I was click. See, if I visit your page, I'm gonna click like on about 5 or 6 things because I'm gonna check out what you got. Yes, ma'am. Guess who's here? Oh, Sin showed up. Man, I'm not even talking to Sin because Sin be sitting down. Sin be sitting down to my. Yeah, baby. Let me tell you what we got on this rotary dial telephone. Yeah. Okay, so check it out. Sin was one of the hosts at the dock. So Sin, you got to come and get some, man. You can't just show up and not do nothing. So y'all put your hands together for Sin. Sin has 2 books. One of his books is at the door up there. One of his books is at the door. Therapy is at the door right there. And Therapy is a book Sin said he was trying to write this girl out of. I don't know how you write every poem in the book about a girl that you say you're trying to write yourself out of. So anyway, but he'll tell you that. Okay, y'all put your hands together for Sin.
What's up, y'all? I tried to sneak in. All right, I'll do a poem because I know y'all about to get out of here. I won't hold y'all up. I'm at the top of my game. Reign supreme, dial me up, my name rings, I slay. Motivated to make it, intense drive and patience, no substitute or replacement, I slay. Been practicing focus, working hard, laying low, it's humility, not lack of ability. I got different energy, they ask what's gotten into me, I slay. I come with it. Never leave it at home. I go get it. I live in the zone. I got too much to gain, and I carry the load there. Too much the same, so I go it alone. In the gym till I get it right. Before the show, I done the show 100 times. For every line I cut, 100 lines. Their words dull, mine cut 100 times. Different cloth, they throw salt. It all comes out in the wash. Eyes on the prize, they're down for the count when they encounter a loss. I win for how well I recover. Take shambles, restructure. Give it straight, can't be subtle. Subtitle, subtext, I'm the best, I slay. I take the stage and Leave with it, shoot my shot and lean in it. To all the doubters, rescinded or redacted, they move backwards, I lead with the jab. I ain't debating who's the greatest. Woke up today, noticed results of the changes I've been making. I'm walking different. No con, man, my confidence got me talking different. Time is money, I grew up and I'm shopping different. Trendsetter, go-getter. I beat the odds. Beat my past off the beaten path today. Beat a path so you could keep the snaps. I need to see both your hands. I earned the claps. They heard collapse. I'm working past, going beyond and above. Can't be slow to act. I've been done and past by the time they asking above. Can't be distracted or deterred. Middle of a storm, I'm determined to return. When winds take me to the curb, I'm too stubborn to lose. Was too scared for show and tell. Now, seek out venues so I can show and prove. Go from sun up and run out of to-dos. Pressure can't crack me. Second place don't attract me. Do more rebounding than relaxing. That's how I'm everlasting. Hard work is taxing, but it pays well. I'm demanding a raise to balance the pay scale. They can't give me enough. What's the hold up? Got the gift of gab, ain't giving it up without my just due. Brightest thing shining, ain't gotta ask you. Can't hope I win, I have to. Work through anything that comes my way. I look this good doing it. Any given day is natural. Can't beat me, feel like nothing can defeat me. Iconic, no other way they should treat me. At this point, looking back is beneath me, cause I crush, I kill, I conquer. Say it with me, I slay.
Thank you guys so much for that. My name is Sin. You can find me everywhere at Sin Spoken Word. AJ, I want to say, I probably said this to you personally a million times, but AJ is a great, great, great human being. Such a supportive person. He's been such a mentor to me. I remember when I first came here at 18 years old, AJ was up here spitting, and I was hiding just like I was hiding tonight, because following AJ is not easy, never has been, never will be. And AJ helped me publish Therapy. He helped me publish whatever the hell I called the second one. All right, he spent so much time from way out in Vegas helping me get everything formatted and set up and walk me through the process twice. So without you, those wouldn't be where they are. You showed up I hosted the open mic virtually during the pandemic from my car, on my phone, on Instagram Live. Some nights it was just me and AJ. And AJ showed up like every week, like clockwork. And he did his own open mics and his own lives, and he was still there. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you for all your support, for everything you've taught me, and for being such a supportive force in the community more broadly. And thank you guys for the time.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear.
And before we go, I just want y'all to know that this is actually my 10th book. My 10th book is called The Lost Book of Black. And I have the last 3 books are Black books with Black pages about Black people. And on IG, Facebook, and TikTok, I have a video with a QR code where you get 47% off this book up until the 4th of July. Because I'm so grateful. I just reached 100,000 followers on IG, so I said, let me do something. But let me know, I'm telling you, in about a week, this book will be out in hardcover with the dust cover to it. But right now, this is 47% off this book. So you go scan the QR code. I'm so enamored by this book that I'll read. So yeah, somebody give me a page number. It's 700 pages. So give me anything between. Huh? 644. 644. I think 644 might be the story. Let me see. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see what it is. This is how confident I am of my penability. Okay, actually, it's the beginning of a poem. So the poem is She Was the Night. I watched the sun glow, shine brighter than usual, but decide in the comfort of a silent sky to keep its warmth to itself. Maybe that's what winter is. A sun jealous of the way you warm my heart. It would rather frost the earth than be outdone. I witnessed the moon show up full of himself. Blush a glorious orange, smile one of the biggest ever, then hide behind clouds as if afraid to moon some nights. You make the glorious entities we have depended on for more than a millennium lose their ability today, tonight, You ever wonder how this heavenly rotation works? Which star is supposed to show up first? What direction the moon will choose this time? If the sun would be patient enough to wait its turn? You ever wonder if other planets have options of whom to show themselves to? How much glow is allowable? Do they attempt to outbrilliant each other? There's a sacred duty performed by sun and moon displayed in rotation for centuries. Could it be the moon has grown weary? Can't sky bright when the sky is bright? The sun can't warm when not hot sometimes. The moon can only bright when its friends, the stars, are in the audience. There are words like firmament, separation, split, used before there were any such thing as day. Could be in the very beginning. She herself was night. Not all nights are dark, but each be lovely. A beautifully complicated, perfectly chocolate-covered night. We never math when it comes to beauty. She be 10 trillion light years of lovely, 365.25 days in a day. She is every instrument mastered, the perfect harmony only sung in an eclipse. She is the four corners of the earth, the 6 diamond shades of sun, the 12 crescents making up every full moon in this galaxy. She is why the sun shows up early, why there's no description for pleasure, bliss, or mercy. She is the reason we see joy in tears, why happy needs no medals or accommodations. I've watched the sun shine in her presence, heard the moon ask the stars if they could star without him. Maybe she is the night. Brown skin as if she was blessed from the beginning. Maybe she is the night. Sun scurried off to wherever sun scurry off to. Moon trying to fool itself, wanting to outshine her. Every star welcoming a new light, knowing the sky has room enough to share. What if she is the night? A comforting breeze, a melody of psalms, all the love proverbs could proverb. Maybe she is the night, blessed from the beginning, sent to fill my days with light. So yeah, there's a QR code for 47% off this book. It's on Facebook, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's on wherever. Just follow me, but don't forget, meet everybody here, follow everybody here, and when you go to their page, don't be afraid to click like on something. Follow Sin. Sin got these videos on. I'm saying Sin think I'm stalking him something. I'm not. I'm not, but when I do see his videos, I click like and I share. But that's what I want y'all to start doing, clicking like and sharing people's videos and what they do, because that's the only way we're going to communicate better, is that people see that we are communicating with each other. So don't forget, next week, same time, same here. Donna asked me to come back, so I'll be here next Tuesday. So tell people to come out. As Matt, I said I was going to have some giveaways. Okay, I have a journal. Let me get this. I don't know who's getting it. I'm thinking that I already know who should win it. As a matter of fact, maybe I can get 2 things away. Maybe I can give. Okay, that's what I. Okay, so check it out. So I have. This is actually my first book, Gifts of My Pen, right? My first book, and I published my first book because I wanted people to know exactly how and when I started writing it, when it sounded like. Because a lot of people might see Miss Jolie and say, "Oh, that's fire," but y'all don't know where she started. Y'all don't know what she been through to write this poem. Evidently, it was something, because I'm just saying, you know. But you can't write like anybody else if you didn't walk in their feet. Shoes ain't shit. So this is my pen. I think this book deserves a home. Mm-hmm. So who would?
Me.
Just to say something real quick, starting July 14th, bi-weekly, I will be hosting my very own slam poetry competition. The winner gets $100 straight from my pocket, because I want to invest in the community. At Hamburger Mary's, I do got a QR code on my little flyers for you. You can go check that out. But come see what we got going on with the DPC and So Scenic Entertainment at Hamburger Mary's.
Okay, Miss Jolie, thank you. mother's book. I published my mother's book before she passed away. This is her story. So I'm giving this to you because it is such an amazing read. And this is a dream journal, right? Dream journal. And see, do you want a dream journal? Or you just want a journal right here? Because you got to cut. You gonna split next time you come.
Me? Yeah, I got you.
So like, don't look around.
Okay. Do you want a regular journal or a dream journal?
I'll get a regular journal and I'll write that poem that I write in that
Okay.
journal I'm next week.
Okay. Okay. Let me give you a journal. But I want to make sure that every week.
Then I'll just
Huh? You want to see what it look like?
Yeah, I got you.
Let's see what I'll get you a regular journal. But look at that one. No, look at it and see what you think. Open it up. Look at it. See it. So what? Oh, you want that one?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay. Miss Jolie. Okay. Now this is my mother's book. This is her story. And the quick story of this is my mother was writing a book for 20 years. So when I moved from Dallas to Mississippi, I took her manuscript with me. And then when I moved to Vegas, Faye and I put a manuscript. Faye said, wow. So I need to edit the book. And I called my mother and I talked to my brothers and sisters, and they think I'm crazy. Because I talk football to everything, family. So I edited my mother's book without her knowing I was editing the book because we talk Cowboys and Mavericks. And so this book is her life, which I was so proud when she got it. She said, I never thought I'd see my book published. So when you asked me about legacy, this is her legacy. And I don't know if you know what it feels like, but I saw the look on her face when she said, this is her picture. She said, I never thought I'd see my book published. She's been working on it for 20 years, and I didn't know. You know, sometimes you don't know. You just fall in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. That's what this book is. So I want to thank y'all for coming out. And don't forget, next Tuesday come out for sure. And hang with us. And don't forget, Donna and Danya the Doc got a whole lot going on. Follow each other before you leave. I gotta get your book on. Follow each other before you leave. Thank you. I gotta sign it. So, y'all follow each other. Don't forget to talk to each other, follow each other. But thank y'all for coming out. Bring the bread and bring it to everybody. And bring the work. We gonna bring something. So, if y'all get the conversation and right? Yeah, y'all just make it.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You a bad man. It's your birthday. Don't just pick up the work with. You a bad man. It's your birthday. Don't just pick up the work with. One time for the birthday. 2 times for the birthday. 3 times for the birthday. Yeah, you the birthday. It's time to be some birthday. I wanna see that birthday. Birthday on the birthday.
Put it on, make it shake like a salt shaker. Do it hard, get it up, take it back up. No house, see I live it, we got to make it. To the floor, baby, bounce, make it down slow. It's on you, shawty, you can twerk in the skirt, you can walk through, see you gotta keep it up for ya. All night for the girl in the girls, yeah, I like it. Take it out for a throw. You can't come and let's do the go. Watch you digging that tennis like a squirrel. You got me passing with it, so in love. Soaking wet. Percolate, purple, they don't do it no no time to wait. Make it work. Put your weight t-shirt. Boy, you got to shake it till you can't walk for hoops like the heels on the beat. Strap around your ankles. Call that boots go jangle. Piece like poop or douche like poop and deal. Piece and get loose on the beat. Go ride out. Get your hoop and take it down. Got to get you the way to do it. To the song, yeah. You ain't getting the grown, yeah. You ain't no voice wrong. You ain't no dance well done. You want to listen to the song, yeah. Say what we down, get it.
That's what I love and know. That's real and the shit that you talk about. Right there is the word about mouth and mouth. She look good, always down and down. Ask for you, she better take you now. Crazy, well, that was the plan. Ready for this, he got the game so
Lord of mercy, if the world is thirsty, I have a man reimburse me. All the part that hurts me is when they try to birth me, but I can never let you jerk me. Step something to the wall, give it up. Stick it through the back door, give it up. Got the champagne on me, cup. Got the girls with the bra in the food. Gotta call your friends in town. Tell them all I'm bad. Got all my friends calling me back. How to take my let's get down, so get with it. I'm singing for time, wanna get with it. I'm playing on the ground, wanna skip with it. Backstage, you mind, I'ma split with it. Always on to
my favorite word. Why they gotta say it like short? You can't think they on my court. Can't stay in the court. Go to this. Go to this. Go to this. Go to this. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Gotta go to see, just be clean.